Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hello and welcome back to Rangers Radio. Hearts 2, Rangers 1 in an ultimately disappointing performance at Tynecastle. Join myself, Oxyard, back in the show is Albert. Albert, we're looking for the Rangers to turn up. The Dundee United make chances, play football. We got the Rangers that turned up against Falkirk at Ibrox, mate.
Aye, mate, outfought. Simply outfought, mate, and that's the end of it. I mean, that is the full story as far as I'm concerned. We can talk about qualities and frailties and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, Hearts deserve the win because they outfought us, mate, and that's the end of it.
They missed chances, mate.
And with a keeper it practically through the ball in the net. So, as I said to you before the pre-show, who do you want? You asked me who needs to play well? Butland, and he didn't. All right, a couple of saves after the event. If he keeps it at 1-0, mate, anything can happen. 2-0.
And he's involved in the first goal and all, mate. It comes with a stupid kick out at the time of the game. Just move the team up the park. The game's gone nowhere. Nothing each suits us. They're putting a lot of effort in. You've got to get a foothold, keep going, and we play a crazy ball out to the right fullback position. I can't remember. You think it was Tav? I think it was Aarons. I need to see it again. And for that, the ball breaks, and Raskin slides in, puts it for the corner, and for that, we lost the first goal, mate. Yeah, decision making, but that's summed up.
What I'm going to do is watch the game in the morning, and specifically to watch how many times Butland gave the ball away. It's incredible, mate. I don't think he's won a Rangers player all day. Every time he kicks that ball up that park, man, it goes to an opposition player or it goes to nobody.
We're senior players let us down. Tav, look, we've debated Tav long and hard. Tav's been a fantastic player for us, but his legs have gone, mate. And because his legs are gone, he's gone in the heat, mate. He's done. He's done. And one of the pleasing things about the day was the fact that Danny Rule recognised it and hooked him over.
Aye. I don't like to see the boy go through that. He doesn't deserve this. But the more they put him on, the worse it's going to get. He should be just a backup of a backup. No, I mean, it's as simple as that. If you go to put him on the bench, that's no problem. But please don't put him on unless you absolutely have to put him on. It's no fair, mate. It's just simply no fair in the boy. Right. I know he wants to play. We all want to. I want to play the now. That doesn't mean you should play.
Aye. And if it was a ball on a white line, you went above it, you still think you could play.
It's a simple fit. It's just with him. It's a simple fit race, isn't it? You just a fit race. You just know he's losing it against anybody. He's losing that fit race.
Aye. So look, there was no lot in the game. We had the first big moment. I thought initially my thoughts were the big man had headed it in, and then I seen Nowofsky touched it at the back post. He looked offside. By the way, it was a lot closer in inspection than I initially thought. He had to play it, in my opinion, Albert. I don't think it was getting in. So if he gets away,
no, it was offside. It was offside, mate.
Aye. So we get that's a big moment. So there wasn't a lot happening in the game. They weren't great. In the middle of the first half, we were doing okay without making any chances. The ball couldn't stick. We're passing for Barron, Diamandi and Raskin was poor. Moore got caught a few times. Miofsky, we've seen he's no great at holding the ball up, and that was apparent. It bounced off him. They would come up, take it away, and then they would be on the attack. So we had the foothold in the game middle. And then with a crazy couple of minutes, lost 2 goals, and it's an uphill battle, mate. Because we started the second half, and there was a moment in that second half, mate. You might have seen it, you might not have seen it. Within the first 2 minutes, but at the end of the 18-yard box, Connor Barron's got a ball. in the inside left channel for somebody to run on and shoots and decides to check back and pass it. Yeah.
It's
And
woeful.
aye.
It's
And
woeful.
that summed it up, mate. The decision making and the creativity, null and void, mate. And we huffed and puffed. They showed a bit of application. Danny Rowe tried things. Nothing really worked. Yeah, we get the goal last kick of the ball, but we'll talk about up to then. With loads and loads of possession, mate, and done nothing. Absolutely nothing. The decision making, the quality, the set pieces. Yeah, Big Fernandez had a couple he got to see to, and he was disappointed. In fact, there was one at the back post. I'll need to watch that back again. I don't know if it was Miofsky that stopped him for putting the heater in. Did you notice that one?
I don't. It wasn't Miofsky stopped it, but he got in his way.
Aye.
So it was him, Miofsky, and I think one or two defenders went up. So the defenders done their job, mate. They got in the way. The big man was raging because Miofsky was there. But I don't think he actually interfered.
No.
But the big man cares, doesn't he? He really cares.
Aye, listen, I gave the two players pass marks, mate, and the two of them were the centre back. Bizarrely, Sterling and Fernandez. Fernandez a 5.5, 6, and Sterling a 6.5, mate. Fernandez, I don't think he was great with their goal neither. I don't know what he was doing with the first goal, with the setup, what he was trying to do. He's got that leap when he's attacking. He's got to use that when he's defending. And then again, when you're set up like that, and you're not getting a run. You're jumping for a standing start, mate. People got a run in you. I don't understand.
It came because the first goal came because we switched off at a corner kick, mate. Magoma ended up with two people, and it should never have happened. If you're defending that right, there's two Rangers players out there, and if he tries his back heel, the other one's just intercepting it. But we just simply switched off, mate, and they scored. And then we'll go into the second goal when you're ready. But the first goal was just a simple switching off, mate.
Aye.
Good cross in, good cross in.
Good header,
great header. Great header, mate, for the ball.
So the second goal, mate, a lump up apart, no real danger. Heading towards the byline, maybe 2 yards out, mate. Just tries to hit it as hard as he can. I can't remember where it came from. I think it came from a free kick, and the Diamandi gave the ball away cheaply. I think that was the first time I noticed he. I think that was the first time I noticed he was on the park, mate. So, apart from his antics, yeah. So they put it up. There's no danger, and Big Jack, big game. It's a racket, mate.
Oh, it's woeful. It's merely a racket, mate. It's woeful. And any keeper will tell you, getting beat at your near post is a criminal offence. See, a few players, I say the criminal offence is getting caught in possession. For a goalkeeper, it's getting beat at your near post, mate. That is one of the worst things you can do as a goalkeeper. And I don't know what he was doing. I really don't know what he's doing. I'm saying to myself, if we get this in at 1-0 at half time, it's no great, but it's not the end of the world. No, I mean it's still achievable to win this game. As soon as the second one went, I was like, oh no. Here we go now. Because we know this team's no prolific at scoring goals. No, we're even creating chances. I'm saying, oh, this is a mountain to climb now. Real mountain to climb. We're lucky to get here with a draw, I would imagine. It was worse than that, mate. It was just non-event. Just Hearts just outfought us all over the park. I was watching it on Rangers TV, and they got it right, mate. What they said was, it's just Hearts are just ordinary players all doing their jobs and doing them well. And that's all it is, mate. That's all they're doing. There's nothing special about Hearts. They just do their job and they do it well and they fight. And they contest every ball.
Is that not called a team, mate?
Aye, simple as that, mate. It's as simple as that. It's
right, mate. We better get these phone lines open, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's hear from these.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
If I'm honest, seeing the second half, mate, it was wave after wave, mate, with no idea. And you've talked about it long and often on the show, mate, about the lack of the midfield play.
Non-existent, mate.
Yeah, and Diamandi in the first half, I don't know, it looked as if he was playing on the left. Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say yeah, but I really don't know where that boy
Aye.
play. I don't even he knows what he's doing out there. But anyway,
No.
I'll say the left. I'll say the left.
Aye. Nothing. Raskin so deep. His distribution. If you think of the Nico we watched, I'll say it this time last year, mate, when he was on that good run of form. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a different player. Young
Oh, this is a
Barron.
different.
Aye.
Sorry, mate. That's a
Young
different player.
Barron.
We're asking is a different player now. Different, completely different.
Aye. Young Barron. I agree with you. Effort, attitude, aye, first class. Creativity, ability, second class.
Aye, definitely. He's, as I said, Barn, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for effort, mate, and charging about, and great, and no getting up, and, working hard, really working hard. 10 out of 10, mate, no doubt about it. But see, for actual ability and technical ability, and 2 out of 10, mate. He's just no good at it. And I'd love the boy to have it. I'd love him to be a good player. But you're talking bang average, mate. Let's be honest. See what the effort that boy's putting in. That's the effort everybody. That's just a given for any good player. That's just you just do that, and your ability and your creativity and your class takes over after that. No, there's nothing there, mate. There's just simply nothing there.
He can't create, mate. He can't.
No.
You know, we were poor, mate. We had the ball up against him a lot, 18-yard box, mate. And we were poor, really poor. No idea, slow, methodical, no getting the cross in. Most crosses you get in, looked up after somebody. Yeah, and all right, they became dangerous the odd time. We didn't look scoring. Chamiti, one burst in the first half and then gets the goal right at the end. In between.
Well done, big man. Well done.
In between, I didn't know he was on the park. Danilo came on, nothing. Asgard, poor. You know, when he came on, mate. Mikey Moore, again. Mikey Moore, we know he's got ability, but again, passed him by a bit. It passed him by a bit.
It wasn't in the game, mate. It wasn't in the game. You can ask why he wasn't in the game. Did he get the ball in the right places at the right time? You can ask, was he hiding? Can you ask, is it a flash in the pan, what we've seen in the last couple of games? No, none of that, mate. He's in the right position. He's not getting the ball. He's trying to do too much at times. He's trying to take on too many players. You're saying, look, you can't do that. Nobody can do that. But anyway, he had a bad game. He had a bad game. Let's say that. But I'm going to say it now, and I'm not going to change my mind, mate. The midfield is non-existent at Rangers right now. And that's including all the players that are injured and all the players that are on the bench. The midfield is non-existent, mate.
Have we got an injured midfielder, mate?
Barjami's supposed to be an injured midfielder, you know.
Aye.
As I said before, mate, they're all the same type of player. They're all defensive midfielders, and they're all, I don't know. I mean, even Rowe said it himself that there's in the middle of the park there's too many gaps. We've been saying it for 2 seasons now. There's big wide holes in the middle of the park, all over the place, mate. There's big wide holes, and this is what he's saying. We're no compact enough. We don't look at that solid team. We're just wide open, and that proved again today.
Anyway, we've been joined by Bob J. Afternoon, Bob J.
Aye, afternoon, Ox. Afternoon, Old Bear.
How you doing, pal?
I'm so disappointed. There's no penetration, no creativity in the middle of the park, like you said. Nothing. We went through that whole 90 minutes, and the one chance we got, we scored with seconds left. I don't know. But a big chance to stamp your authority there on this league, we never came.
I think they showed you. I thought they showed you a stat, mate, in the second half. Yeah, remember theirs was mostly breakaways. They had 3 efforts in target, and we hadn't one, and that's as we moved into 90 minutes, mate. That's how poor we were in creating chances. I cannot remember their goalie having a safety, mate, Bob J.
No, exactly. That's what I said when I was sitting watching it. I says, this keeper of theirs he's never had a cross to catch or a shot to save. All the corner kicks were headed away, were defenders covered comfortably with Hearts. Hearts were dead comfortable today. They beat us in the ball. And I'll tell you, I know you might not agree with this, but your goalkeeper settled the 2 goals.
You're speaking to the right too, mate, Albert.
Right.
Oh, I don't disagree, Bob Jarrett. I certainly don't disagree with that, mate.
He's
It's,
certainly 2 goals.
The second one, the first one, okay, but the second one, definitely, mate, that was atrocious. That is amateur goalkeeping, mate, at its worst. That's amateur goalkeeping at its worst, mate. It was bad. It was really bad. And if he keeps that out, which he should have done, you get in at half time, 1-0 down, you're going, well, okay, we can regroup here and get back into this game. We could probably go and win this game if we settle down. 2-0 down, you're looking at it, as you say, no creating nothing, or lack of creativity in the middle of the park and all over the park. And it's just, you just know right away in that second goal, and we ain't coming back for this. We'll just know. And that's the thing I hate to say. I hate to say it, mate, but that's the facts. That's the reality of the whole situation. And we've done well to get. We're still in the position to be a title race. We're still in it. Don't get me wrong. We're no out it. But we're not going to win it with this pool. We're not going to win it with this pool of players. I think that's a fact, mate. I think everybody will agree with that. We ain't winning it with this pool of players. They need help, mate. And in my opinion, it's the midfield, mate. We have no midfield. We all can criticise the defence all we want. We can criticise the forwards all you want. Without an engine room, you're nothing, mate. You're nothing. I know you build a team for the back, but come on. Your goalkeeper sold one goal anyway.
Has Fernandes got a chance, Albert, to become something? With his physicality, he's no slow. He just has to tighten up maybe the concentration.
Well, I'll answer you this way, mate. I'll answer you this way. Do you think he's the worst centre half you've ever seen?
No, this week, no.
No, honestly, do you think he's the worst centre half you've ever seen at Rangers?
No.
No, but far from it, mate. I think the boy's, he's got something. I'm not saying he's a brilliant centre half. Don't everybody jump on my case and say I'm saying he's a great centre half.
No.
I'm not saying that, mate. But he's got something. And the boy cares. He does care. And he wants to play for Rangers.
Aye.
You can see it. He wants to play, mate. He's no one to hide. He's no one to sit in the stand or sit in the bench and get his money. He wants to go out in the park and he wants to play. And that goes a long way, mate, for me. That goes a long... And he doesn't shirk, mate. When he makes a mistake, you can see him. He puts his hands up. He shouldn't make some of the mistakes he's making. They're basic mistakes.
Aye,
but let's see if he learns from it. Has he made the same mistake twice? Put it that way.
Those senior pros let us down big style today. The guys that we think that are senior in that team, Butland, Tavernier, Raskin, Diamondi, they were, and I'm not going to throw Barron and Majovsky into that, and I'll tell you why. They've not been ways that long. Well, I suppose Barron's been there a year and a half. But the reason I'm picking the they for is they've been on the course and distance before. They're meant to know what it was all about. Another big game, and the four of them collectively were absolutely appalling. Albert, then Bob Jerkin chip in.
Of course they were, mate. Of course they were. Oh, Hearts did. I know they didn't actually go man for man, but they knew if we win enough 1-1 battles, we'll beat Rangers, and they win enough 1-1 battles. And the players you just mentioned all lost their 1-1 battles, mate. All of them. They just didn't lose it. They get overran, mate, and that's poor. That is poor. At the end of the day, you look at it and say to yourself, how did Hearts win the game? Apart from the two appalling goals, slept at a corner, and then your goalkeeper threw one in. Apart from that, how did they win the game? They simply outfought us, mate, completely and utterly out, and they deserved to win. Let's not kid ourselves on, guys. They deserve to win. So we need to look at ourselves and say, right, lick your wounds, get back and have an honest look at that and say, what could we have done better here? How could we have... They fought... Hearts contested every single ball in that part. We didn't. They did. We were into their half. They contested everything. We never got a chance, a minute, a second. They never switched off once. Every ball went to Mikey Moore, they contested. Every ball went to Mileski, they beat him. Every ball went to our midfield, they were in their faces. Look at ours. They were on the ball. We didn't contest every ball. We let them play football. When they wanted to play football, had the ball. When they wanted to had the ball. Punt. They were punting boys up to the boys that can win the headers, knocking headers on, getting the second ball, getting the third ball even at times. It's just out fought, mate. And you can't do this in this league. It's just simply not going to happen. Sorry, mate.
As a simple fact is we like maybe pace and we like physicality in the midfield. Anyway, we've enjoyed your Dumano. Afternoon Dumano.
Good afternoon, lads. Just disappointing there. Just we were a better team in the first 30 minutes, weren't we? Then we just let them have the possession, and it was just a matter of time before they scored.
The first goal changed the whole game, mate.
Was that one Butland messed it up? He tried to pass it to Tav, and then they get possession. It turned it air, and
Aye. Yeah.
Aye.
that was one for the corner. We've got one guy marking two of them.
Aye. Raskin putting out for a corner. Aye. You're right, mate.
So
you're right.
I don't know what the set piece coach is doing. I think he's an idiot. You know what I mean? Because again, we've got Barron on the D, waiting for picking up scraps. Barron he must be the worst guy that can shoot in the whole Ibrox, whole of Glasgow, even. You know what I mean? But yet you've got Mikey Moore out beside Tav for the corner, who's doing nothing. You know what I mean? Whereas Mikey Moore should be at the edge of the box and put Barron in, because Barron's not got a shot on him. He's never scored for us. He never will. But again,
he's never scored or created a goal, mate.
No, that's just. I don't want to jump on Barron, but I don't think he's good enough. I wish a lot more of the team would have his heart and would get somewhere. And that's what Hearts had today. They were all trying individually. They were all trying, whereas for your team, sometimes it seems like Barron is trying, but again, he's not good enough. He's not got the physical stature either. He works superbly. I mean, can't take that away from the wee guy.
First class effort and attitude, first class physicality and pace, second class ability, third class. I've changed my mind, yeah.
Aye.
It's true, but it's true. You can't argue it. It's true. It's
and by the way,
it's no. This defeat's no down to Bar.
No down to him. No.
It's no down to him. It's down to the team collectively.
Who did you mention with that goal? You mentioned Butland, Tavernier, Raskin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Aye. Yep.
Aye.
Just before that, I think we gave up. Aye. I think before that we gave up a couple of cheap corners as well. Just really cheap corners. You're going, we can't get away with this. And as I say, I don't. All right, the set piece. I'm blaming the set piece coach for having one player out there for their corner. Again, a team should be recognising that on the park, and somebody should be going out and to support him. You know what I mean? As much as the set piece coach is saying, right, you need to. If there's two there, two goes out. But a team needs to recognise that. A defence needs to recognise that and say it's a 1-2, and the guys getting a free kick in, a free hit into the box.
See, for their point of view, see, for their point of view, Hearts' point of view, it's a well-worked corner. Well done. It's a well-taken goal as well. So everything was good for them. But for us, pathetic. Pathetic. Yeah.
The guy who took 2 touches. Takes the cross.
It was pathetic, mate. But see the set piece coach we're talking about. See, I don't think for a minute. I don't think you think this as well. I don't think for a minute he's turned around and says, "Oh, there's 2 players out there. One of yours player goes out there." I don't think he said that for a minute. I think he's doing to the players at the day, saying, like Magoma saying, "Hold on, wait a minute. I've got 2 here. Hold on." All the day is say, "Come on, somebody come out." But they don't. They just get wrapped up in the moment, fall asleep, bang, bang, goal.
Yep.
And it's as quick as that.
Wait a minute, boys. See, if I was setting up that team, yeah, and like you know, I'm a bit of a tactical genius, right? With the personnel that's on that park, who's the 2 men in your team you want to go out and you don't want them in the middle?
Barnes and Moore.
Barron for me for a start.
Barnes and Moore. The wee players.
Barron, Moore and Magoma. So if Magoma, that's their job. So as soon as there's 2 out there, you know that somebody should split, somebody should go, yeah. And that doesn't cost you any height or anything in the midfield, in the defence.
In the box.
Yeah. Aye.
See, we were too interested in defending after the crosses came in. We were on the box, and that was the mistake. That we stopped the cross coming in. That's your first job. Stop the cross coming in. But we were all just set up for right. We'll allow them to put the cross in. Can I say, Emma, see your goal? I've looked at that. I've seen different lines, and that was a goal. I don't know whose toe it was that kept Majorsko inside, but the lines weren't right, by the way. Awful.
The angle I seen, I've only seen the lines once on the screen, mate, and I thought it was just. And I mean, a ball here. When I initially seen it, I thought it was well offside. But when you see it back again with the guy's fit in the middle, but you're right. It's no conclusive. But I thought my initial thoughts were it was offside, mate. I've got to be honest with you. Bob Jer.
Well, that's just another example of the ongoing controversy of this damn VAR. I just wish they would get rid of it. It's killing the game. But talking about Rangers overall, what disappointed me most of all is I've watched Rangers all my days and I've never seen them create such few chances. If you were playing Rangers, you were always expected they would come at you and they would make chances. And they'd probably take one or two of them. Today, just non-existent. Nico Raskan, that's the worst game you've ever played for Rangers, son. I'm not packing what I'm saying that way.
You're spot on, Bob Jer, and Kilmarnock can come in here, right? So we made the training for the Rangers radio 11-a-side. We're playing a defence against attack, which we were for a lot of that second half. You'd expect if you done that for 45 minutes, the attacking team would make some chances, Kilmarnock, wouldn't you?
Aye, as I say, it was set up defensively. I think it's set up just to try and nick a goal rather than go out and win the game. With the three at the back, or it's five at the back, and changing to three at the back. But again, you're still stuck with the two guys up front, and we never get the ball to Mikey Moore. There was just, he was the guy we had to get the ball to. And 30 minutes we were the better team, and then they just started, as I say, had the possession, and you're just waiting for the goal. And Danny Rule never tried to change it at that point. And I'm sorry to say, but I'm not in the training at the minute with him. You know what I mean? I'm not. His performances have been really poor, and in today's cup was as much as I still think.
To be fair, mate, he's trying to move the deck chairs in the Titanic with that squad we've got. Kilmarnock, you know, there's some good players in there, mate, you know.
A lot of wasted money. It was.
A lot of wasted money. And by the way, some of them one of the worst. Some of the experienced pros that have been there for a while were arguably worse. We'll be joined by Blue Star. Afternoon, Blue Star.
Evening, Ox. All Bear, the best of the guys. Ox, I've not been phoning in for one simple reason. I'm always called pessimistic. I've been saying it for the last 3 seasons, as you know. I'm calling it out tonight. I'm fed up listening to every radio show and too many fans getting conned, because that's exactly what we are being conned. All Bears called it right now for months. There's no midfield there at all. You want to keep naming them, and sometimes you've got to be harsh. You can't keep going down this line. Oh, we're watching some passages of play and this scene's no passing the ball. Look, we get beat the day with 2 simple things: organisation and players that wanted to run, and they're no fear. That wee guy Devlin in the middle of that park terrorised our 3 midfielders. Nobody can deny it. 1 man of the match, Devlin by a country mile. That's not even up for debate. The point being, it costs nothing. McInnes comes in, spends a couple of quid compared to our millions. He gets players out there, gets them organised, a couple of decent guys in defence that can header a ball out. He's got 2 wingers that are fast, and we were terrorised. I'm not dressing it up any. You've got to call it out for what it is. No more of this, oh, we can do this, we can do that. We've got players there, and I'm saying the same as that guy there, Kilmarnock. Mr. Rowe comes in, and I get it, they're no his players, but we've had this for years now. We've done it with Beale, we've done it with Clement. They all spent money. He's not spent money yet, I get it. But come on, guys, start calling it out for what it is. No dressing it up. We'll get a whole squad of players there yet again. Money completely and utterly wasted. It's the fans that suffered. We're all suffering. But we can't keep saying, oh, well, we're doing this and we're doing that. We're doing nothing. We're getting beat there with a team that costs nothing. Nothing. And nobody's got. He's got them all fit, and he's got guys that run in their proper positions. We bring wingers in at millions that are feared to go by players. Gassama, he shouldn't get wearing that shirt. I said it weeks ago. He's feared. He keeps throwing himself at the ground. Diamondi, he's made his millions. Get rid of him. Raskin the same. Tav's done. Can he run? Arns, don't know what we brought him in for. You can go on and on. We're not getting beat with superior teams. We're getting beat with sheer effort, guts, and guys that can run with a ball at their feet. We've got none of it.
Albert?
Oh, it's true. I mean, I'd like to disagree and Stone and argue with Blue Star. I really would, but it's true. It's true what you say. There's just sheer effort beat us a day, mate. It's them trying and us no. I'm not saying. I'll rephrase that. I'm not saying we're no trying. We're just no trying hard enough. They're trying hard on us, and they beat us with pure effort and a blowing a goalkeeper at the dreadful. At least Bob Shear says two. I'd say definitely one goal. Each player, you go through each player like Blue Star did there, and you're criticising and you're trying to get the pluses. I can't give any pluses for any of the players that he's said they were bad. And I can't. I'd love to sit and say, Blue Star, come on, what about Gassama? He does this, he does that, he does the next. There's nothing there, mate. There's nothing there. The guys gave up. He didn't like the boo, and I think that's why he's gave up. Arns is the same. I think Arns could be a decent player. He's not the new, but he could be a decent player. We've not got the time to waste for that. Tavernier is done. He is done. Well, it's so great you don't see it, mate. It's just opinions, but at the end of the day, he's not proving it, and we get beat today with a team that's simply outfought us, mate. And that's what happened today.
Organised.
And you're going to play Motherwell and you're going to play St Mirren in the next couple of games, and they're going to be the exact same. They're going to outfight.
No, Motherwell play a different system, mate. They play a different system, yeah.
Aye, but they'll still outfight you, mate. They outfought us the first game of the season. We won 0-0 up, and they outfought us in that game. They've got a one each draw, which they actually should have won. Let's be honest about that. They should have won that game.
Team. They were a better team.
Oh, at the end of the day, the man that was right. The first half hour of that game, we controlled that game. Do you know why we controlled the game? Because we're taking the heat out of the game. That's what we were doing, mate. We slowed the game down. Butland was just walking with the ball. We just slowed it down. And that was the right thing to do, to take the heat out of it, take the crowd out of it, and it was working. Then we proceed to fall asleep. Then we proceed to be crap. A corner kick, and then our goalkeeper throws the ball practically in the net, you know what I mean? And you go, all that effort, all that know-how, all that planning, all goes out the window when you start doing things like that. And they've been doing it for time and time and time again. I mean, we said ourselves, we don't know how we're in a title race at this stage of the season with this squad. Because the rest of the Scottish was crap. That's why. It's no anything weird doing. It's what they're no doing. They're crap. Celtic are crap, and so are that. The Hearts are no crap, but they're no brilliant.
Where would you start, Blue Star?
Truthfully, I'd go and get McInnes at the end of the season. I've said it for 3 years, but we guys served his apprenticeship. He knows the game inside out. He's one of us. He knows. First and foremost, we need a core of players. We've been saying it for long enough. We don't have a Rangers fan in that whole squad. I'm saying it. We don't have them. And anyone that we've got, if you're counting Suter, he's finished. That's why he's injury prone. He gets games for Scotland. It's a fallacy. We don't have a Rangers fan in that whole squad. We don't have a Rangers nucleus at our whole club. Nobody even seems to know who our scouts are anymore. We're bringing in foreigners bit by bit, and they don't even know our game. Albert's bang on. Well, I know it. Our game's nothing skillful. But you've got to be hard. You've got to be able to take a tackle.
Right.
But above all else, you've got to be fit, and you've got to be able to run with a ball at their feet. We don't even have one player that can run a defence with a ball at their feet. Gassama, they're all feared. They're feared. He's been challenged a few times now. He came in for £3 million and we've made him a millionaire. I'm sorry, you've got to call it out for what it is. What's Hearts got? We players that are on a fraction, a minuscule of what our players are on, but they're full of running and they're out to beat you. A wee guy in midfield, that was my biggest bugbear. Ox, you played in midfield, you know the game. You're watching Devlin against 3 of our players that are meant to be internationals, and a wee guy tore them apart. There's no other way of putting it. He tore them apart. And he's free in January. First thing he should do, Go out and get him. Go out and get him. We should have had Shankland a couple of years ago, but especially in January, like January last year, we never went for him. Rangers daft, so is his parents, because I know them well, as you know. And you're looking at it on, you're going, we're spending millions bringing guys in that don't even have the heart and the desire. The very minimum you should have wearing that blue shirt. You go through the whole squad and we've not got any.
Shankland made a pass in the first half when he took it in and played it out to the right. Yes, they broke away Hearts. I think it was still nothing each at the time. And I don't think any of your two centres, Danilo, I think, could do it because he's got that in him. I don't think Majovsky or Dimitri can do that, mate. And then you go, what is that? About £13 million? No,
exactly.
Shankland, yeah, about £13 million.
Exactly, mate. And you go through the rest of them, as I say, the wee guy Devlin Knox, you've got to touch on him. That wee guy was amazing today, much as I hate to see it. But he was up against 3 internationals and our players, and they never get near him. The wee guy terrorised them the whole game. It's absolutely shocking.
Do you know why? Do you know why, mate? See, two of the internationals you're talking about, Conor Barron and Diamondi, they can't, technically they're not good enough, mate.
Of course they're not.
So then, and what happens then, because their touch isn't good enough, the guy gets to spring on them and you get a chance.
Yeah.
You know,
Miles too slow. Oh, sorry them.
Aye. Domano.
Yep. Aye, the midfield were just really poor, weren't they? One day Raskin and I don't know about Raskin was doing playing centre back at the end of the game.
He was behind Butland. Pity he wasn't behind him when he let that one in. He was playing that deep. He wasn't in midfield.
Aye, I still think a defender. Butland, that's down to the goalkeeper, but I still think a defender should be trying to slide in there and block that shot as well. As much as Butland was to blame for that, I still think a defender should be doing better.
It was a shocking goal, mate. It was a shocking goal for a goalkeeper. It was. Anyways, see your midfielders caught in possession. The three midfielders a day. How many times do you think they three get caught in possession with the ball in the midfield? And that's criminal.
I'm sure you'll be able to tell us tomorrow night when you watch it back with the notepad and the gates.
I'll tell you right now how many I think it should. They at least 7 times between them. They get caught in possession, mate. That should not happen. You tell me any class midfielder that you know of, played for Rangers or any other team that get caught in possession. Pirlo, Mendes, Wilkins, anybody, Ferguson, any caught in possession. I don't even think any of them get caught 7 times possession their entire career, mate. And these clowns are getting caught in possession. Raskin gets caught in possession all the time, mate. So does Diamondi. So does Barron.
Yeah.
It's criminal, mate. It's just criminal.
Question. I'm going to Bob Jeff first, then Blue Star, right? Question. Look, we know that Rico Raskin showed bits and pieces for us. If the offer's decent, would you take it in January, Bob Jeff?
Well, we got an offer for him.
No, I'm just speculating, mate.
Well, I would definitely. There was a figure bounded about last week of 15 million quid. If you were getting 15 quid. 15 quid. Oh well. If you were getting 15 million quid for Nico Raskin, definitely. Most definitely. He's just no showing it. I don't know if he's better than the boy. And I rate him as a good player, but if you were getting that amount of money for him, yeah, definitely. But what did they do? Did they delve it out and murder us? I don't know.
Well, that's what they've got to be sensible. Blue Star, same question to you.
Oh, there's no argument, 100%. We need players in there that want to play for our club, that are going to fight, they're going to be run, and they've got to be fit. I'm serious, and I know you're scared sometimes to say how you really feel. I get it. But we all know what we're watching. We've played football long enough, and there's players out there that are going through the motions. We get beat the day with sheer effort and desire, and players want to run with a ball. Nothing more.
Mm-hmm. Aye, and by the way, in the second half, they just got themselves in a shape. Obviously, they had a few chances when they broke away, but that was because they were just getting everybody behind the ball and keeping in their shape. Same question to you, Dominic.
I would actually take 8 million for him right now. if somebody offered it. Aye, no, he's a good player. I don't know what he's worth, but I would sell him to reinvest in the team because he's not turned up enough.
It'd be good fit for both parties, mate. Yeah, good fit for him.
I think
Time
so.
to go. I get it. Mate.
Yep.
I get it.
What about 15 million? Aye, definitely, mate. But what about 15 million for Connor Barn? Take that. Definitely take that, mate. I take it, mate. There's no point. If the Weebo, I rate Weebo Raskins. I don't think Raskins is a bad player, but he's good at what he does. And what he does is win the ball and get a football player. What he's trying to do with us is try to get the ball, run with the ball, get caught in possession, try to be the playmaker, try to be everything, which he is not. He is definitely not that. If he does what he sticks, and that's why he's in the Belgian team, he sticks to what he's good at. And what he's good at is sniffing danger out, shutting it down, getting the ball, and getting it to the good football players. That's what he's good at, really good at. But with us, all of a sudden, he wants to be this magical player that he's not. So if counting on that, I'd say, aye, we need to sell him, mate. If because he's no benefit in the team right now, mate, because he's getting away from what he's good at and playing this a strange game. I don't know what he's trying to do.
Anyway, listen, if you don't mind, just get yourself a mute. We'll hear from the manager.
Danny, not the result you were looking for today, but what's your take on that 90 minutes?
Yeah, of course, disappointed. I think you feel it in the changing room. We were, until the first conceded goal, good in the game. I think it was unlucky with the goal, because in this moment I felt really they were a little bit impressed about our performance. We were really brave. We had some good solutions. Everything what we want. Then you think you go and lead, then it's a different story. But this is football. You have small scorings during the game, and then the two goals come very quick, and that kills us in this moment. And then to come back away after 2-0, I felt one goal from our side. We could be back in the game, but it took too long. Yeah, at the end, Yusuf made a good goal, but it was maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes too late, because it would be really again a point where you can come back in the game. All in all, I think we were, as a group and individual, not by 100%. You need this, and we know this as well, and this is what we have to improve. It's hard today, but it's one game, and now we have to react well. In the next following games, it will be as well big games ahead, and then we have to go forward.
Yeah, what was your message to the players at half-time? You did change a little bit there, and obviously it was just off the back of that difficult period where Hearts got their goals.
I think when you look to the goals, it's not about the shape or formation. It's about how we act in small situations. There was a reason why to have three midfielders on the pitch, because it's about second ball game, be very in front foot, and I think we were well organized. And then at the halftime, it was one change to bring a second striker on, give Mikey a little bit more freedom on the 10 position. And then during the game we changed again to get more and more offensive play on. I saw really a team to try it and put the effort in, but today it was not enough just to do this. It was then in the final moments where they're better. They had also some good moments then. They played fast and quick in front. And then especially second half, you play against the deep block, you have to find solutions, and they were waiting for transition moments, and this is very dangerous and difficult.
In your time as manager, it's sort of the first defeat in the league, the first kind of setback. Is it now important just to pick the players up again? It's obviously such a busy period of fixtures right now too.
Yeah, we have to. I think this was a message to the group. We will not blame each other today. It's about how we react in the next game, and we have to continue. Of course, it feels like a big setback, because everyone spoke about if, but football is not about if, it's about now, and this is what we have to improve.
I get a feeling he knows, but I don't think he can sort it. I think you're just shuffling the pack, don't man. Yeah, doesn't matter what he does. You know, we know all the deficiencies. You know, you might prefer, but you know, I think everybody, we all know. I mean, when they play well, they can play all right, but we still don't score enough goals, mate. And if you don't score enough goals, you'll not win football matches.
No, I don't know what we could have done to change it, but as I say, after 30 minutes, they had all the possession, and we just won the combat in it. And I don't know what he could have done if he could have got some shouted it onto the field to do some different moves, not I mean different positions. But as I say, the January transfer window is really important, and we need to be signing ones right at the beginning. We can't be a week to go and we've signed one player. The Yanks need to be on the ball here. They sat in their hands too long with the two idiots, and they sat in their hands with Martin. The three of them should have been billeted in one go, but they need to be off traps for this transfer window and have players that we've negotiated with that are coming in right away. As I say, we can't be going weeks and weeks. And
in a perfect world, I'd like 3 in. And that's my initial thoughts were, yeah. But when you watch that today, Albert, 3's no touching the sides, is it?
No, it's never going to. I mean, everybody's can't wait to the transfer window in January. And I don't think for a minute anybody expect not ought to be sorted in January, because it's impossible, mate. Because the whole squad needs an overhaul. Blue Star's touched on it, and he's right. It needs an overhaul, mate. It's beyond belief how lacking in quality this squad is. And if you're trying to say we're going to get in there with 3, 4, 5 players and change this whole squad, it ain't happening. What the 3, 4, 5 players might do is compete for this league for this year, because the rest of the league is crap. Let's be honest with it. They're crap. They're just as bad as us, mate. Let's no kid. We're Rangers, and we're going up for nut because we are Rangers. They're all delighted, by the way. Hearts are delighted. But I didn't see a brilliant Hearts team today. I just seen a Hearts team that outfought us. And that's Blue Star saying, and I'm saying right now, they just outfought us. And every team in the league seems to outfight us. So you're looking at it and saying you can bring 3 or 4, maybe 5 players in to address that particular situation, but you're still going to have the same situation with players that are going to get quality if you keep on holding them, like Barnes and Diamondi and people like that. They've not got the quality. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Same question for you. Same question quickly about Diamondi. I don't think he's kicked the ball this season, mate. One pull back to Lyle Cameron doesn't make you a good player. Somebody offered you your money back in Diamondi in January. Would you take it?
Absolutely. 100%.
Aye. That says it all, mate. It says it all. Blue Star, just before we start wrapping up, I get your Shankland affiliation, but yeah, and Blue Noses. Who? The question is who, mate? I know we don't know them all, but who? Because there's no always ones out there that you think, yeah. Shankland's just tied up with Hearts. Lewis Ferguson's playing in Italy. Yeah. Who? Oh, we lost Blue Star. Aye. Right, last word for your good self, Bob Chair.
Well, another great discussion today again. I'm sorry it's downbeat. After the defeat, lick the wounds and carry on to the next fixture. That's all we can do. We all know what Scottish football is, boys. It's a battle. You've gone to these grounds and you're getting the same type of game all the time. And we just didn't seem to be able to handle it. And the day is another example. So, thanks for taking my call once again, Ox, and I'll hear from you through the week, all right?
Aye, cheers, mate. Cheers. We'll be in touch. We're on Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday this week, Bob.
What's that next show, Monday, Tuesday?
No, we're on Monday and Tuesday.
We're on Monday, Tuesday. Right, aye, great. Okay, then.
All right.
Just
getting back to
take care now, boys. That's still the people.
Cheers, mate. Just getting back to the point I made to what Blue Star was saying about Blue Noses. Who? I don't know who they are or where they are. Come on, are you there? We lost him as well.
No, I'm still here. I don't know who they're either.
Aye. No, don't get me wrong, it's all right. And obviously they're out there. Yeah, but there's no obvious ones. There's obviously the one Shankland, but that ship sailed though. Looks like.
A long time ago. The thing is, the pools, the talent pool's reduced. And Wayne's on the kicking the ball fairly back for school, kicking the ball in the street. They're all sitting in kicking the ball in PlayStation, Call of Duty. I mean, that's what they're all doing now. They're no, so the talent pool in Scotland's getting reduced and reduced, and it's just I Blue Noses. I don't know. I don't know who's out there. But
I understand it. I understand the sentiment, but I just can't think of anybody obvious.
The boy who went to Everton, what's his name? Don't know what he's doing. Patterson.
It must be nearly up, mate. He's hardly played.
Aye.
And by the way,
it's nothing to do with Rangers guys getting into the team. It's nothing to do with that, mate. Everybody keeps going on about this and going on about it. It's got nothing to do with it. What it's got to do with is you need to get young, hungry players that want to get to the top of the game. And we're your stepping stone, and let's not kid on what we are. We're a stepping stone to get to the top of the game where the big money is. And you need a hungry player to get in there. Like Fernandes, he's shown the hunger, mate. Whether he's got the ability, that's going to be proven. Mm-hmm. But he's shown the hunger to do it. And that's what you're looking for here. And see games like that. If you'd have lived Fernandes on that part, you win that game, would you? He's not the best, but he's hungry enough to go and win that game.
But how come Raskin in the last few months, already, he's had a difficult season, maybe with all this stuff, but that's not an excuse when the game starts. And Diamonde, who's been shocking, you bring him in, everybody thinks he's got potential, and you think, okay, we'll have him a couple of years. He's regressed, mate. Is it Scottish football, does it, mate? Or is it just
it's simply he's a millionaire. He's got a fat bank, mate. He's a millionaire. He was hungry to come in because he wanted to play for Chelsea, and he's seen Rangers as stepping stone. He sees Rangers as stepping stone, and now he's sitting here and these old man's telling him, where you want to go to Chelsea for? You're already starting to make a millionaire right now, and you're wanting to go to Chelsea? Yeah, okay, you'll get to Chelsea eventually. But it's not the desire to get to Chelsea now. It's if I get to Chelsea, it's great. When he came in at first, his desire was to get to Chelsea. This is the problem. We're paying them too much, mate. We're bringing these players in. You need to keep the hunger in them for their ambition. Their ambition is to get to the Premiership. We don't, and that's what Coppin tried to say is we're acting like a Premiership club, and we all thought, oh, he's talking because we're spending. He's talking about the players we bring in. We're taking their ambition away from them because you're overpaying them. You've got to keep that hunger in them.
All right, mate. All right. Listen, thanks to everybody. It's been difficult. Thanks to Bongchair, Blue Star, and Domarnock for joining us. Thanks to Albert for doing the show. Fox, School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio, and I'm sure this debate will run on tomorrow night. We'll be back at 8 o'clock talking about all things Rangers. Take it away, Old School Blue.